Y'all have been asking for this for a while, and we decided to wait for this special occasion, this day, to watch Hell March Indian Army Republic Day Parade. Woohoo. So some of you, a lot of you will probably be busy watching the actual parade, being, you know, because it's Republic Day and whatnot. But
or the cricket.
Or the game, true. Yeah. It's a toss between those two. We're here to celebrate with y'all Republic Day. We're gonna watch Hell March Indian Army. It would be so cool to be there.
I mean, it's being cut together with like very rousing music.
Yeah, so, but still, to be able to be there with the jets are going over and all the military,
like in formation and everything.
Yeah.
Wow, they look ominous. You wouldn't want them knocking at your door. You're like.
Unless they're escorting you somewhere.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind. Wow.
I would be so scared if I was in the crowd. Oh my gosh.
I hope you don't have live ammunition in there.
No, probably don't.
Oh wow.
That's gotta be tough. I mean,
just holding
it,
yeah,
just holding it. It's gotta be, I mean.
Soldiers don't complain though.
I would imagine they don't.
Yeah. Just do it.
Damn, that's crazy.
It seems have names. I think that's super cool. Or they take a break sometimes.
But it's still done. It's still done with like this cool finesse, you know?
Yeah. I love their uniforms. Like all the different uniforms for the different, I guess, regiments. The way they walk in there just so perfectly in time.
This music makes me feel like I need glow sticks while I'm watching this.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, you know.
I love those hats, they're so cool.
Yeah. If anyone watching this reaction right now has participated in any of these marches, I would love to know if your arm feels tired at the end of doing that march from doing that,
That's nuts.
that arm thing over and over again.
Who are these guys? Are they like the paratroopers?
I don't know, but I can imagine that you're like using your back muscles just to stay in that position for a while.
And like you have to drive perfectly together unless they're like joined together somehow. Maybe.
No, they're driving at the same speed. It requires.
Really?
That requires like
that's
some
a
crazy
lot
precision.
of precision. Yeah.
But I mean, there are people who train to drive with that kind of precision.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
that's the first thing that pops into my head when you said that is Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits between the two trucks.
Yeah.
Like they were driving with extreme precision in order to have him do his thing and him not just fall down and like eat it in the asphalt, right? And so yeah, it was pretty amazing. They just kind of tucked it in at the end of the video, but like that is really impressive.
That is super impressive.
To be able to go at the same speed and everything like that. The guys who are like suspended with their backs arched in that position, I guess they're you said paratroopers that like kind of fly like that?
Yeah, because like it looked like they were kind of trying to show off their flying when they were spinning around and stuff. So I just thought that maybe they did some sort of like paratrooping stuff. You know what? There's something really special about seeing soldiers in their full-on outfits, you know, because there's so much care and love and respect that's placed into the uniform, and they're always perfectly crisp and like ironed well. And I just really enjoyed seeing all of the different regiments' uniforms, you know, like the colors. And so you've got the Sikh guys with their colors, and then I don't know what different regions, but you know, there was this really beautiful one with like the sash and the blue. It was just stunning seeing them all come out, and like everyone's really proud as well.
Yeah.
It does, yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, well, you're reminding me of how there is an importance, there's a value that we place on our uniform and whatnot, and the flag.
Yeah.
Because I'm immediately thinking back to like my martial arts days when I studied Taekwondo. In the martial arts studio, they're like, don't ever let your belt touch the floor.
Right.
Like when you're tying it or when you put it away or whatever, you don't want it to touch the floor. You want to respect your uniform and whatever. I like that. I like those kinds of traditions because I don't know. I think it helps you as a person when you have stuff like that in your life where you respect this material, even though it's not a person. You're treating it with the respect that you'd give, I guess, like a baby. You know, like you're treating it with the utmost concern and respect of taking care of it, if that makes any sense. Like you don't want your flag to ever touch the ground. At least in the States, that's a thing. Like don't ever let the flag touch the ground, and treating it with that kind of care.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also like all of us doing that together. There's that collaborative effort to represent your country, your
armed forces.
Your armed forces, and so with all of you having that neat pressed outfit and moving in unison there's something beautiful about that.
Yeah.
Again, I go back to martial arts. It's like that's one of the things that I was training students to do is like when you're doing your form, you have to follow the person that is at the front left side of the formation, and no one can go ahead of him or her or slower than him or her, right? And if you do, then you're gonna mess up the whole timing of everything.
Yeah.
Right? It's not about one person. It's about the collective force.
Yeah, it's like, it's not about the individual, it's about being an organism, like all together. It's almost like hive mind when you're doing stuff like that. And it's really, really cool to look at, and also seeing just how disciplined they all are.
Right.
And that is a big part of being in the armed forces, I think, is having discipline.
You said it, not I don't think realizing
What?
how complicated it could be is the fact that they're walking and not looking where they're going.
It is super. I can barely walk in a straight line, and I'm looking ahead.
Right. to me, like that requires a lot of trust and a lot of practice, because they're looking this way and walking this way, and you have to have the utmost trust in your brothers and sisters that you're surrounded by, that you're walking at the same pace and you're listening to the walk, to the march, so that you don't step on one another and flat tire each other.
Yeah.
Right?
And you also have to trust that the person leading you, because I think in the formation, all of the people in that kind of square were looking to one side, but there was one person in the front, kind of like a drill sergeant or someone who's leading you. You have to trust that they're not going to tell you to walk straight off into some unsafe area, you know. And I'm sure they rehearsed it multiple times or at least once to get it right. But no, I mean, it looks super impressive though, because they're all stoic faced looking to the side, and no one's doing like the side eye where they're like, are we huh? They're all just, you know, that's what we do.
The most intriguing part for me going to an event like that would be the overhead stuff, like the helicopters and the airplanes and whatnot, the jets. That stuff always intrigues me. Anything that's aerodynamic, like that stuff always makes me happy for some reason.
It looks super cool though.
Yeah, I mean, but like especially jets, hearing them fly overhead is just awesome. The last time that I got to experience that was when I went to an NFL game, and there were like 3 jets that flew overhead, and it's like, what the hell? That's crazy. You know, the sound of it is just amazing.
And if you had any doubt about India's, you know, prowess with their army and their armed forces and stuff, this was basically like, yeah, we're badass. Plus, check out our weapons too.
Right.
We got these. We got tanks. We have some, you know, big guns, missiles, so don't mess.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Happy Republic Day. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media, the Jabs, if you feel like doing that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to get notified every time we drop another video. I am Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.